Welcome to the Thriving Business Mamas Show with your host, Jessica Fox, where we talk all things business and motherhood. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we are going to dive right in. All right, so we were talking about the pathway to thrive. Starts with alignment. It's like a pyramid. Alignment, who you are starts. And then it's belief, community, create, and do. It's the ABCs. And literally, ladies, thriving can be as simple as ABC. It doesn't mean that it's not work, but it is simple. So we are talking about alignment. And so let's just dive right in. The first question about alignment is the question, who am I? Who are you? There's an amazing quote by Mark Anthony that says, and one day she discovered that she was fierce and strong and full of fire, and that not even she could hold herself back because her passion burned brighter than her fears. I'm going to say that one more time. This is Mark Anthony. One day she discovered that she was fierce and strong and full of fire, and that not even she could hold herself back because her passion burned brighter than her fears. And so I want to ask you, and I know some of you guys are joining me today saying, I don't know who I am. And I want you to take a moment and remember. Maybe motherhood has been so overwhelming, or this season has been so overwhelming at times that you don't know who you are anymore. And so I want you to take a deep breath, and go back to that place of knowing. And ask yourself, who am I as fierce? Who am I as strong? Who am I as full of fire? Reconnect with that part of you. That deep knowing of who you are. Because she is fierce and strong and full of fire. See, where we need to start as women is understanding always that I am more than my circumstance. I have been created with purpose. I am powerful. And I have limitless potential. If you can own those three statements and learn what it looks like for you to step in to, I have purpose and have been created for purpose. I have potential and have been created with limitless potential. I am powerful because I am a creator of my circumstances. I am the creator of the environment that I surround myself in. What I think and what I believe, I get to create and experience. You are more powerful than you realize. And that when you own your sense of being, when you tap into that quiet place within you that is calling out to you to step into your purpose, power, and potential, because you have been created for impact. You have been created to transform lives, be it in a close way
or for some of you, in a huge way. It's not until we get to that place of quiet knowing that we really understand the potential we have in the world around us. And what we know is true is that when we step into love and truly live from that place of helping others get what they want in this life, from that place of loving service, no matter what your business vehicle is, ladies, when you step into that with a knowing that you doing what you're doing is going to change somebody else's life for the better, when you do what you do and it changes somebody else's life, it allows them to do what they do, which changes somebody else's life, which changes somebody else's life. And it just goes on in this amazing ripple effect. Not only that, when you get in alignment with your sense of who you are meant to be, you are showing your children that they get to step into the fullness of who they have been created to be as well. And that's where we see generational things being broken and legacies changing in families. And here's what I know is true about you. Most of you started a business because you're like, hey, I need some more finances because I want my kid to be able to do X, Y, Z. And likely your biggest why, if you don't have one that's greater than your immediate family, it's your children. All of us desire that our ceiling is our children's floor. And I don't know if you're like me, but I want my child's ceiling to be as high as I want my ceiling to be as high as possible, because I want my kid to soar and go further than I was ever able to. And even if that was the only impact, knowing that I set my kid up to have a better impact than I did, then that's a job well done. And I've done well. But I also know that I have a huge passion for other mothers, for other women, so that they can set the same legacy changes in their families as I get to make. And to spread whatever their message and their heart is beyond the four walls of their home. Who are you? Who are you? I want you to take a quick moment here and take a deep breath and ask yourself, who am I? I want you to know who you've been created to be. Are you powerful? Are you an empowerer? Do you believe? I believe. I bring hope. I am love. I am savvy. I want you to write down some I am statements that speak to you and who you know yourself to be. Who are you? Too often, we get so busy in the day-to-day that we forget to take quiet moments to reflect on who we are and what we are bringing to the day, to tap in with our sense of self. And this is part of the reason why I teach all my clients to take moments daily to reflect on who they are. And it's out of this sense of who am I that we begin to build our belief, choose the community of influence, create a strategy for the day-to-day, and then do the work. But it always starts with who am I? Who are you? I want you to write in the comments one powerful I am statement that you've come across in this process here, okay? This is part of alignment as well, because here's the thing. When we are overwhelmed, when we are feeling doubtful and everything like that, oftentimes it's because we lack awareness of what in our life, or what are the areas in our journey that are maybe that are maybe flat. Flat's a good word. I'm going to invite you right now to the Wheel of Life exercise. As you can see, we've got this circle with multiple spokes in it. And it is called the Wheel of Life. And what's really interesting about this is that it very quickly is going to show us the areas that are maybe more flat, others that are more full. Also, it's going to let us know whether or not we have momentum, or if we are not moving with momentum, because the smaller our circle is, the less quickly we're going to go. So around your circle, you're going to write spirituality, money, career, health, recreation, environment, community, family and friends, partner and love, growth and learning. Okay? And then here's what you guys are going to do. In every area, from 1 to 10, 1 being closest to the middle, meaning dissatisfied, and 10 meaning fulfilled and satisfied, I want you to kind of put a dot between 1 and 10, 1 being closest to the middle, 10 being on the outside. Kind of plot your satisfaction level in spirituality. So what is your spiritual life like? You know, whether you're religious or not, we're all spiritual beings. So how satisfied are you with the spiritual side of you? And then going to money, how satisfied are you in the realm of money, in finances, your ability to meet your financial goals? And same with career and work. From 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your career, with the work that you do in the world? Be it profit or nonprofit. Now, health and fitness. How satisfied are you with your personal health? Fun and recreation. Do you take time to have fun? Do you rest? Do you play? Or are you all work and no play? Satisfied in your level of fun and recreation. Now, environment. This is the environment that you live in. On a satisfied from 1 to 10, maybe your house is a mess and you hate it and it's always a mess and you need to grow in that area. Maybe you live in the most beautiful house in the world and you absolutely love it. And it's your dream environment. It's what you surround yourself with. Maybe it's the art on the wall, the furniture in your house. How satisfied or dissatisfied are you with the environment that you live in? Now, community. This is not your inner circle, but the community that you're part of. Are you part, again, this is that influence, right? Am I part of a community that actually pushes me and helps me grow into the person, into the woman that I desire to be? What about family and friends? How am I? What's my motherhood like? I think this one we could almost change to our motherhood. How satisfied am I in how I feel as a mom? Am I the woman and the mom that I desire to be? And what about your love life? If you're married or in a relationship or not? Scale from 1 to 10. How satisfied are you in your love life? And then lastly, from 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your growth and learning? Are you investing in your personal development? Are you learning every day? Okay. And then you can take a look back. And then once you've got all your plots on, draw a line and join them. And what's amazing is you're going to see very quickly what plots, is your life wobbly? Do you have a lot of wobble? Are there some areas that are quite rounded? Or are there some that are quite flat? How big is your circle? Because here's the thing. It could be that your wheel's quite small, but it's all very close to the center, which means that you're not getting much momentum in your life. The smaller your circle is, the less movement forward you're going to be having in your life. Because when we're dissatisfied for a lot of things, our dissatisfaction is a robber of energy. Or is it quite wide? Where can you increase your satisfaction so that you're growing the momentum in all aspects of your life? You see, I know we talk about business and motherhood, but here's the thing. If you truly want to grow in business, you need to be aware of all the different aspects of your life, about what is calling to be expanded on or to have more satisfaction in. Because the more fulfilled you are as a whole person, the more momentum you're going to have in your business. Because here's the thing, ladies. Your business can actually only grow to the level that you are satisfied and fulfilled in all aspects of your life. And what I know is true is often how we do one thing is how we do everything. And so if we are severely neglecting one or two areas of our life, it will show up in our business. It will show up in our motherhood. Perfect example. If you are not sleeping and taking care of yourself physically, you might be pretty cranky as mom. I know when I'm not sleeping, my poor children, like angry mom comes out all the time when I haven't been sleeping well. Not proud of that, but it's a reality. If you're feeling lonely or neglected in your relationships, or maybe you are spending so much time with your business that you have not been spending time with your family, and there's guilt and tension that are pulling on each other. Well, if that tension breaks, the wheel's going to break and everything's going to come to a screeching halt. And so we've done this Wheel of Life exercise to help you grow your awareness of where in your life you need some expansion. Because the more expanded that we are, the more our capacity grows, the more we are able to receive more and help others. And I think this is really, really important because we are so often focused on one little thing that we, again, going back to, I don't have time. I don't know how I'm going to get it all done. But we're overwhelmed because part of who we are as a whole entire person is calling for our attention, but it can't get through because we're so focused on this part of our life that this part is flat, and then we're on this lopsided wheel. And we're wondering why we can't get the momentum that we want. Which is where I come in as a coach, because I help you look at the whole picture. I'm not just a business coach, ladies. I'm also a life coach. I want you to have a full and happy, realized life. Understanding that all of these aspects work together. And ultimately, when we have an expanded wheel, we are going to see more energy and profitability in our business because we are more fulfilled as a whole person. I want you to be aware of where you're at as a person because you matter. In the fullness of who you are, you matter. And having it all and finding the freedom to have it all is not just our business. It's not just our motherhood. It's an all-encompassing view of life. It's in body, it's in mind, and it's spirit. It's in our relationships, in our finances, in our health. Ladies, you can have it all. And so be aware of where you're off, where you're flat, where you're lopsided, and what needs to grow. Because the more full that wheel is, the more satisfied you're going to be in your life. Alignment is really important. It is the foundation that keeps us going when things get hard, because we know who we are, we know what we need, and we know the life that we desire for ourselves and our family and in our business. Today we covered alignment, the question of who am I, and brought awareness to what parts of my life need more attention because if I want to grow my business, I need to be a more rounded person as well.